Every day you hold your baby close, singing softly, believing your love is more than enough for them. You rock them gently at 3 in the morning, exhausted but present, certain your devoted care is shaping their entire world. But what if 10 of your most loving, well-intentioned daily actions were secretly shaping your baby's emotional world in surprising ways? Not harmful in any way you intended, but in deep, invisible ways that science is only now beginning to fully understand. Your baby, between 0 and 12 months old, is running the most powerful brain development program the human body ever creates. Every glance you give, every sound you make, every moment you are present or absent is being recorded deep inside them. This is not about guilt. It is about understanding, empathy, and the extraordinary hidden language between you and your newborn child. What you do in this first year does not just feed your baby. It literally builds the emotional architecture of their brain. These 10 parenting actions are common, loving, and well-meaning. Yet each one carries a surprising emotional impact most parents never see. Stay with us. What you are about to learn may gently change the way you see every moment with your baby forever. Researchers at Harvard University have confirmed that the first 12 months of life represent the most critical window of emotional brain development. During this period, a baby's brain creates over 1 million new neural connections every single second, shaped entirely by their surrounding environment. The first surprising action, leaving a crying baby alone to avoid spoiling them. Science reveals this carries a significant hidden emotional cost. Stanford researchers found that an unresponded cry triggers a cortisol spike in the infant brain, the body's primary stress hormone response. Repeated cortisol spikes in infancy can physically alter the developing amygdala, the brain's emotional alarm center, making it hypersensitive to future stress. This is not about spoiling. A baby under 12 months cannot manipulate. Their cry is their only language, and it matters enormously. The second surprising action, scrolling your phone while breastfeeding or bottle feeding your baby during those quiet, intimate moments of early connection. Scientists call this face-to-face synchrony. When a caregiver's eyes are absent during feeding, the baby's brain registers a measurable emotional disconnection. A 2020 Cambridge University study showed that babies as young as 2 months actively seek their caregiver's gaze during every feeding moment. When that gaze is broken by a screen, the infant's heart rate increases subtly, a measurable signal of underlying emotional unease. The third surprising action involves something nearly every parent does, speaking in a cheerful voice when they are deeply stressed inside. Babies are remarkably sophisticated emotional detectors. Research shows infants as young as 5 months can distinguish genuine emotion from a performed one. They read micro-expressions, vocal tension, and body stiffness. When your words say, "I'm fine," but your body says otherwise, babies always notice. This signal mismatch, called affective incongruence, creates a quiet cognitive dissonance in the infant, a subtle but very real emotional confusion. The fourth surprising action is responding slowly or inconsistently to your baby's emotional cues. Their reaching, their gaze, their soft, urgent whimpers. Harvard's Center on the Developing Child calls this serve and return. When a baby reaches emotionally and nothing returns, brain development stalls. Inconsistent responses, sometimes quick, sometimes slow, sometimes absent, are linked to disorganized attachment patterns in early childhood neuroscience research studies. The fifth surprising action is rushing through bedtime routines, skipping the wind down, the soft voice, and the predictable calming sequence before sleep. The brain uses bedtime rituals to regulate cortisol and signal safety. A rushed routine deprives the infant brain of its essential nightly emotional reset. Science from Stanford's Sleep Lab confirms that consistent, calming bedtime routines in infancy directly improve emotional regulation outcomes well into early childhood. To understand the true depth of these impacts, consider one of the most profound experiments ever conducted with babies, the still face paradigm. Developed by Dr. Edward Tronick at Harvard, the test is breathtakingly simple. A mother plays warmly with her baby for just 2 minutes. Then, without warning, the mother turns back to her baby wearing a completely blank, expressionless face. No smile, no words, no reaction at all. Within seconds, the baby begins trying to re-engage her. They smile, they point, they reach out, desperately seeking the connection they know and need. When nothing returns, the baby's behavior changes completely. They turn away, begin to slump, and some cry. The emotional cost is deeply immediate. Even after the mother resumes warm interaction, the baby takes measurable time to emotionally recover from just 2 minutes of facial blankness. This reveals the sixth surprising action: emotional withdrawal. Even brief, even unintentional, when you are distracted, overwhelmed, or simply exhausted, think of the infant brain as a living garden. Every warm interaction plants a seed. Every moment of disconnection leaves that soil dry and depleted. The seventh surprising action is overstimulating your baby with too much noise, flashing toys, or constant activity during sensitive developmental windows each day. When a baby is overstimulated, their cortisol levels spike sharply. Their tiny nervous system, still learning to self-regulate, can become genuinely overwhelmed, and signs of overwhelm include looking away, arching their back, or becoming suddenly fussy. These are not bad behavior. They are honest emotional signals from your baby. The eighth surprising action carries a profoundly positive emotional impact: mirroring your baby's facial expressions back to them naturally and gently in real. This is called affect mirroring. Research from the University of Washington shows it powerfully activates the infant's developing mirror neuron system in real time. When you scrunch your face because they scrunch theirs, you teach emotional recognition, the very foundation of empathy and lifelong self-awareness in your child. The ninth surprising action is the quiet power of narrating your daily life to your baby, even when you feel slightly silly doing so. Now mama is washing the dishes, the water is warm. These simple words do something truly extraordinary and measurable inside the developing baby brain. A landmark Hart and Risley study found that babies who heard more conversational narration developed stronger emotional security alongside superior early language neural networks. The 10th surprising action is skin-to-skin contact. Not just after birth, but practice daily throughout those precious first 12 months of your baby's life. Research from the Karolinska Institute shows skin-to-skin contact releases cascades of oxytocin, the bonding hormone, simultaneously in both the parent and the baby. This oxytocin cascade does more than create warmth. It literally programs the baby's brain to associate closeness with safety, a template they carry for life. Now you know the science, but here's what matters most. You are already doing so much right, and you always have been, every single day. Starting today, when your baby cries, respond as quickly as you can. Your promptness is not weakness. It is neurological protection for them, truly. When you sit to feed your baby, put the phone face down. Give them just those few precious minutes of your eyes and your smile. When you feel stress rising, you do not have to pretend. Take one breath. Your baby needs your presence far more than your perfect performance. Build a bedtime ritual. Even 5 simple minutes of dimmed lights, a soft song, and a gentle touch before sleep. It will change everything. Hold your baby skin to skin whenever you can. Not just because it feels good, but because it is literally wiring their brain for safety and love. Talk to them. Narrate your world. Mirror their faces. These tiny moments are the essential building blocks of who your child will one day become. Your baby does not need a perfect parent. They need a present one, a responsive one, a loving one who is simply paying attention to them. Every loving look you give your baby today is a neural connection being formed, an emotional foundation being built, a future being quietly and beautifully shaped. You are not just raising a baby. You are building a human being from the inside out, and you are already doing something truly beautiful.